What's going on, guys? It's Auzio here. Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got another midfielders tier list, and this will be the first midfielders tier list with 0 gold cards. Every single player that you will see on this tier list has got a promo card this year. So there's so many new promo cards to go through today. But before I get into it, I just want to let you know, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's go for it. Radioactive Valverde to start it off. You guys know how good this card is. You guys know how much this card is as well. He is such a good box-to-box midfielder, and 100% he is going to go into the S tier. Perisic, even though this guy can't play as a centre mid, I've seen a lot of people in game switch him into that position, use him as a box-to-box, and he is really, really solid. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. Oberdorf Dynasty card, her pace ain't great, her dribbling ain't great, but she can put in a very, very good tackle, that's for sure. I'm going to put Oberdorf in the A tier. I don't really feel like she deserves to go any higher than that. Caicedo, his playstyles, the playstyles on this card are crazy, and it's the thing that makes him really, really good in game. I'm going to put Caicedo in the A+ tier. Tony Cruz inform card, the pace is so bad. Like, the passing is obviously incredible, and it's something you expect on Tony Cruz, but the pace being that low, B+ for inform Tony Cruz. Makengo, I used this card when I was doing Squad Builder Showdown with Andy. He's alright. He ain't anything amazing. He's just a decent centre mid. A tier for Makengo. Emre Can, Thunderstruck card. Very, very solid card as a CDM. And I know a lot of people use him as a centre back as well. As a CDM, I'm going to say he deserves to go into the A+ tier. Dele Alli. Now, this card will surprise a lot of people. Like, if you haven't used him yet, trust me, use him. You won't be disappointed. As an attacking centre mid, he is fantastic. 4-star, 4-star, high medium work rates as well, with a really, really good shooting ability for a centre mid. I don't mind this Dele Alli card as a centre mid. I find him very solid in this game. I'm going to put him in the A+ tier as well. Fabinho, pace is a little bit, you know, a little bit all over the place, but to be honest, he can put in some very, very good tackles. Am I going to put him, though, on the same tier as, like, Emre Can? Nah, Fabinho for me is just a level below, so I'm going to put Fabinho in the A tier. Bernardo Silva, Thunderstruck card, you're definitely meant to use him as an attacking centre mid. Using this guy as a box-to-box midfielder, you're doing it wrong. Attacking centre mid 100% is the way to go. The R1 dribbling with this guy as well is next level good. I like Bernardo Silva a lot in this game, so I'm going to put him in the A+ tier. Milinkovic-Savic, defensively, okay. Physicals, okay. Pace, issue. Big, big issue. Milinkovic-Savic for me, B+ tier. He's not as good in a centre mid position as someone like Makengo. I preferred Makengo when I used him. Kakaret, triple threat card, alright. Can do a lot on the pitch, you know, offers you a lot. You can use him as a box-to-box. You can use him as a CDM as well. He's just decent. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Loftus-Cheek, fantastic objective card. Really, really solid objective card. You can play him as a CDM. You can play him as a centre mid as well. I'm going to put Loftus-Cheek in the A+ tier. Lamar, as a holding DM, really solid. Defensively, this guy puts in some crazy, crazy good tackles. I'm going to put Lamar in the A+ tier. The thing with him as well is the passing and pace with him ain't bad either. It's like he can get out to players and he can pass really well. So yeah, definitely Lamar A+. Locatelli, another really solid CDM. Not a slow player, good passing ability, great tackling ability. Locatelli, A+ for me. Barella, unbelievable box-to-box. Last time, Barella was in the S tier. Ooh. Does he deserve to go into the S tier now? I feel like with some of the players we're going to be seeing going up there, I don't think Barella deserves to go in the S tier anymore. I think he deserves now to go into the A+ tier. But definitely a very high-end A+ tier player. Luis Alberto, alright. 5-star weak foot is nice. 4-star skill moves is nice as well. But is he as good as someone like Makengo in a centre mid position? In my opinion, no. So Luis Alberto, B+. Witzel's card from the season progress, they gave him a crazy upgrade to the pace. I've seen a lot of people use this Witzel card as like a holding DM. I think he's a very, very good holding DM. I really struggle to get around this card a lot of the times when I match up against him. Witzel, A+. Madison, as an attacking centre mid, pretty nice. Obviously, as a box-to-box, whole different story. I just find Madison a little bit slow with the sprint speed he has. I would rather have Bernardo Silva as an attacking centre mid. Madison, for me, A tier. Guardado, yeah, not a great card, to be honest. Makengo's better. Kakaret's better as a centre mid. Guardado, into the B+ tier you go. Bruno Guimaraes, this card didn't get a single upgrade. Honestly, I think a lot of people was hoping for an upgrade. I think a lot of people was expecting an upgrade as well. I was expecting him to get an upgrade. He didn't get a single one. Bruno, I'm going to put him in the A tier. At the time, a very solid card, but I just feel like now we've got better cards that can play in that centre mid position. Coquelin, fantastic road to the knockout card. Really, really solid CDM. I'm looking at this A+ tier right now, and honestly, I believe he deserves to go up there. He was very cheap as an SBC as well. Definitely an SBC that was worth it. Modric, road to the knockout card. There was a lot of pro players using this guy 2 weeks ago in the tournament. Everyone loves this guy when they use him because of the Travellas. The Travellas are so overpowered on Modric. It flies in every single time. Road to the knockout Modric, S tier for me. Kalanoglu, okay as an attacking centre mid. I would rather have though Maddison as an attacking centre mid. I'm going to put him in the B+ tier. Henderson, yeah, the pace is a little bit of an issue. Good when it comes down to putting in tackles, but I feel like Oberdorf is just straight up better in that CDM position. And then we got someone like Bruno in the A tier that's a centre mid. And Henderson does not deserve to go on the same level as him for sure. Henderson, B+. Bonmati, Bonmati, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. This card is outrageous. I've got the inform on the RTG and I play her as a left centre forward and she finishes everything. Even though the shot power is low on the card, on the stat, it doesn't really feel like it in game. Bonmati, one of the best attacking centre mids you can get in this game. Definitely an S tier for me. You can for sure use as a box to box if you want to as well. Thuram, solid. Is he S tier though? In my opinion, there's better centre mids in this game. This Thuram card for sure is an A+ tier though. Krieger, I know she's originally a centre back, but I've seen some people use her as a CDM. She's okay as a CDM. She isn't on like Loftus-Cheek or Emre Can or Witsel, Locatelli, Coquelin kind of level when we're talking about CDMs. But she's alright. She's also got a crazy amount of playstyles as well. A tier for her. Goretzka inform card. I'm waiting for Goretzka to get one of those promo cards. You already know, as soon as he gets a promo card, yeah, he's up there. He's all the way up there in the S tier because of how all-rounded this guy's stats are a joke. For me, this inform card is not S tier. For me, this inform card is A+. But once he gets a promo card, we're probably looking at an S tier card. Bruno Fernandes, Travella, insane. Tackling-wise, can be a little bit weird on defense every now and again, that's for sure. I feel like the main reason this card doesn't deserve to go in the A+ tier is because of the pace. The pace on this card is just not good enough, in my opinion, anymore. I would rather have someone like Bernardo Silva in that attacking centre mid role than this Bruno Fernandes card. So yeah, Bruno Fernandes, he's going to go into the A tier. Eriksen, alright card as well. Not really anything that great on defense. Definitely another player that you have to use as like an attacking centre mid. I mean, you don't have to use him as an attacking centre mid. It's just I recommend it. As an attacking centre mid, there's better cards in the A+ tier. Eriksen, A tier for you. Palacios, okay on defense. Alright dribbling ability. Okay passing ability as well. Not really an amazing card. I'm going to put Palacios in the B+. And N'Golo Kante. This card goes for 1 million coins. And I don't know why. Honestly, listen, I understand, okay, yeah, the links to work with when it comes down to the league and the nationality and stuff like that is incredible. But 1 million coins? He doesn't feel like he's a 1 mil player. That's for sure. I like this N'Golo Kante card. But yeah, he ain't S tier for me. He's an A+ tier. I know that's going to surprise a lot of people, but I don't know why this card is a million coins. Again, it could come down to the links, but 1 mil, I feel like that is definitely overpriced. He's probably going to be one of those cards that crashes out of nowhere. But yeah, for me, he's not S tier. Bellingham playing a month? Now, this is an S tier card for sure. Every now and again, I must admit, the dribbling can feel a little bit weird. But tackling-wise, pace-wise, the step-overs with him as well, the acceleration you get, crazy good in this game. S tier for Bellingham. Another S tier card, Centurion KDB. Such a good playmaker, can put in good tackles, even though defensive stats doesn't really seem like he can put in good tackles. Trust me, use this guy in game as a box-to-box, you won't be disappointed. He definitely puts in some very, very solid tackles. Yeah, S tier for KDB, he has to be up there. Matic, road to the knockout. Another one of those players that they gave an insane upgrade to when it comes down to the pace. And for a while, he actually was like the best League 1 centimeter CDM in this game until Topher came round. As a CDM, for me, he is still up there. For me, he deserves to go into the A+ tier. Danilo Pereira Centurion card, he was an objective card and a lot of people used him as a centre-back. Now, I wasn't a massive fan of him in a centre-back position. I always found him as a better CDM, but yeah, some people did use him in that centre-back position and did enjoy him. The pace is a little bit, transition speed a little bit, as well. Physicals and tackling, though, is very solid on this card. I'm going to put him in the A tier. I don't think he deserves to go higher than that. Trejo, all-rounded player, great on the ball, just nothing really too insane. Definitely not on like Perisic's level as a box-to-box centre mid. I'm going to put him in the A tier. So all right card as well. Another box-to-box midfielder that can pretty much do it all. He can go forward, he can shoot, he can dribble. He's got that pace to him as well. I'm going to put him also in the A tier. Ward-Prowse, defensively, Ward-Prowse doesn't really do much. Shooting-wise, shooting is solid. Free kicks, obviously, insane. Pace is a little bit, dribbling's a little bit, as well. I would rather have someone else in that centre mid position. I would rather have Maddison as an attacking centre mid over Ward-Prowse. I'm going to put Ward-Prowse in the B+ tier. Joe Linton, unreal card. A card that I honestly thought was going to get more upgrades than what he did. He's very, very solid though. Joe Linton, A+ for me. Declan Rice. Declan Rice was one of those players a lot of people did enjoy when he came out as an SBC. But one of those cards that I just feel like now we've got better players. Loftus-Cheek, in my opinion, as a CDM is better. Emre Can is better. Topher as a CDM is better. Declan Rice in the A tier. Pedri. The thing with Pedri, right, is you're not meant to use this guy as a box-to-box. You're meant to use him as an attacking centre mid, a player that can't really shoot that well though, but a player that can dribble really well, pass really well, and has got that pace to him. It's a player that you have to use in like a certain way, but if you know how to use Pedri, he will really, really stand out for you. I'm going to put Pedri in the A+ tier. Phillips Pro Live card. Tex hasn't played yet at a tournament, so this card has had 0 upgrades. I think Tex is definitely going to perform really well, so this card is probably going to get a +2 upgrade. With a +2, I think we're looking at an A+ tier card. I think at this current moment, though, this 86 rated Phillips, I don't believe he's A+. I think this card right now is an A tier card. Odegaard as an attacking centre mid, the left-footed Travellas, the 5-star skill moves. He is really, really nice as an attacking centre mid. A+ for Odegaard. Llorente, this guy is a box-to-box midfielder, up there with the best for sure. Llorente for me is an S tier card. I use him as a right back, but you can definitely use him in that centre mid position. Gaioro, very good box-to-box as well. She can offer you a lot on the pitch with her dribbling ability, her nice passing ability. Her pace ain't bad either. She puts in some very good tackles. Definitely as a box-to-box, I'm going to say A+ tier. Andrik, not great. Just okay on defense. I just feel like there's a few issues with this card that just makes you kind of, look away, let's say. Like the pace is one of them. The pace, the dribbling, I'm going to put him in the B+ tier. Kessie, radioactive card. I used this card in Foot Champs on the RTG to get like the links to Koulibaly and Neymar, and he was so good in that CDM centre mid position. I don't think he's S tier though. He's very, very good, but S tier, nah. S tier is pushing it. Kessie, A+ tier. Onyeka, a card that came out a while ago, but a card that I still rate. I don't think this card is too bad. I think this card is decent. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Van der Bommen, when I used him, I saw the stats and I was like, all right, this card's about to be unreal. This card's about to be the real deal. I then saw in-game what he was doing and I was like, all right, this card definitely doesn't perform to the stats. There's certain cards in this game, you look at the stats and you're like, all right, this card needs to be A+ tier, S tier. But then use them in game and you're like, what's happening? They're not performing to the stats. What is this card? This card is all over the place. And that's how I felt. So I'm going to put Van der Bommen in the A tier. I don't believe he deserves to go up there with the A+ tier midfielders. Gallagher, all right, to be honest. He has got the stamina, that's for sure. He doesn't run out of stamina. He constantly just runs around the pitch. He can do a lot on the pitch. He offers you a lot. Gallagher, I'll put him in the A tier. Portellas, arguably the best attacking centre mid in the entire game. She is a joke. 5-star, 5-star. Yeah, S tier for sure. Benazir, very solid SBC. An SBC that didn't cost too much as well. I do find his pace in the midfield a little bit you know, all over the place. I feel like there's times he can get out to players really well, but then there's other times he can't really catch up to players. Tackling wise and passing, tackling and passing definitely doesn't let you down. I'm going to put Venice in the A+ tier. De Jong, one of the best centre mids in this game. I was really hoping he was going to be a 90 overall, but Barcelona let us all down. He is still up there though with the best S tier. Sabitzer, every year we get a Sabitzer card, and every year it is overpriced. But surprisingly, this Sabitzer card wasn't actually too much. He's okay. Nothing really too special. A tier for Sabitzer. In for Moreno, every single time I see Moreno, I always think of that team of the season card he had last year, where I just used that card in a centre mid position and would just go for Trivela. It's the exact same thing this year. Trivella's being probably better than last year. You can do the exact same with this guy and they go in near enough every single time. I like Moreno, but he's not like anything incredible. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Our high-low work rates is the only thing that I don't really like too much about him. The high-low work rates is a little bit, especially with how he is on defense. He can put in tackles, he can intercept. I would have really liked high work rates with Our. He is a very, very good centre mid though, so I'm going to put Our in the A+ tier. Thiago, alright. Definitely not on the same level as someone like Pedri. Pedri being in the A+ tier, it doesn't make sense to put Thiago in that same tier. Thiago, I'm going to put him in the A tier. McTominay in form. If the pace was better, I would put him higher. McTominay, B+ for you. Road to the knockout, the pool, he ended up getting another upgrade, now an 88 overall. He was in the A+ tier, I believe, before the upgrade. He definitely needs to continue going into the A+ tier. This card, for sure, is up there. Paulinho, the pace is an issue for sure. But the one thing I love about Paulinho is the fact that he's got Bruiser Plus. That Bruiser Plus in the midfield, this guy is pushing players out the way for fun. I do prefer him over the players in the B+ tier. So even though he has got very low pace, I'm not going to put him in the same tier as those players down there. I'm going to put Paulinho in the A tier. Little, I've seen a lot of people using Little as a box-to-box centre mid. I don't really know why, to be honest, because defensively, her, stats and stuff aren't that great. Obviously, stats is one thing, and then seeing her in games, a whole different story. But honestly, I've used this card, and tackling-wise, yeah, the ball just constantly goes back to your opponent over and over and over again. There's no possession-based tackle or interception. So, yeah, Little, for me, attacking centre mid, stick her on a 100 chem style, you won't be disappointed, especially with her dribbling ability. The R1 dribbling with this card is up there for sure. A+ for Little. McGinn, alright, as a box-to-box, decent. Another one of those box-to-box midfielders that offers you a lot, but is not really anything too crazy. I'm going to put McGinn in the A tier. And just like that, we have got ourselves our midfielders tier list. We got a lot of players on this tier list. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my top 3 CDMs and top 3 centre mids. Starting off with centre mids. Give me your top 3 centre mids in the comment section. Number 1 for me, Valverde. I'm taking Valverde over Putellas. I know Putellas is kind of like a whole different player, but if we're looking at centre mids, Valverde can just do it all. He can shoot, he can dribble, he can run insanely fast. He can do the whole lot. So yeah, Valverde number 1 for me. Then it goes Putellas. And then in the 3rd spot, I love Modric. I love KDB. But in the 3rd spot, it has to be De Jong. That guy is next level good in this game. Top 3 CDMs. Number 1 for me is Valverde. In the 2nd spot, we are going to go with... In the 2nd spot, I'm going to go with De Jong. And then I'm going to go with Bellingham. De Jong as a CDM as well is insanely good. I know you're meant to use him as a centre mid, but you can use him as a CDM if you want to. This guy defensively is up there. That's why he is in the S tier. So yeah, that's my top 3 centre mids and top 3 CDMs. Again, let me know your top 3 centre mids in the comment section. Also, let me know if you disagree with anyone. If you believe someone should have gone higher or lower, let me know who it is in the comment section. But that is going to be it. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.